Everyone. It's 12:02. Welcome to 15 Minutes of Positivity. My name is Oli, and I'm one of the co-founders of CIT Clinics. We're a Northern California-based wellness center. We have a couple locations where we provide ketamine infusions combined with ketamine-assisted psychotherapy and integration coaching for anyone that's struggling with mental health issues or even chronic physical pain. And fundamentally, our goal is to view everyone as an individual person. So we offer really personalized care plans that really emphasize safety, efficacy, and compassion. And so this group that we are a part of right now, this 15 Minutes of Positivity, is central to our ethos and our approach to mental health and healing, in that we meet every day to practice specific skills that have been shown to help us become healthier and happier and more stable. So we call fundamentally this process that we're activating here is called self-directed neuroplasticity. And it basically just refers to the fact that we can use our mind by thinking about things, by bringing up memories, by sort of intentionally dropping into certain cognitive processes to activate experiences in our brain. So this, as we use our mind and remember certain memories or have certain experiences, it literally changes the structure and function of our brain. And if we do that frequently enough, it has the beneficial impact of, over time, changing our mind. So we end up in this really virtuous loop where we can use our mind to change our brain, to change our mind for the better. And ultimately, it has to do with self-directed neuroplasticity. Means we are doing this we're creating states of mind that we want, in contrast to anxiety and depression or other mental health issues where it often feels like this is just being foisted upon us. And so some quick ground rules, and then we'll get right into the practice for this group. So first off, everyone is welcome. Beginners, more advanced, patients of ours. If you're not a patient of CIT Clinics, doesn't matter, you're welcome. We will practice for 15 minutes, and then we have a 15-minute Q&A session afterwards. So please know, as you're going through the practice, if you get lost, if you're struggling, please don't worry about it. We'll have space afterwards where you can ask questions and engage. Video participation is optional. You can turn your video off. You can mute yourself. We want to make this feel like a safe space. So if you don't feel like being seen or don't want to interact, it's totally fine. Go at your own pace and make sure that this feels good for you. If you have questions, use the chat function in Google Meet or the raise your hand feature, and then we can, we know that you have something. When we get into the Q&A session, please, no crosstalk, no advice giving, no interrupting. Again, this is intended to create a space that feels safe for everyone. And lastly, just FYI, this session is being recorded. And again, it's for educational purposes. So, we would never use any commentary or any, images of you unless we get explicit permission from you. But we really use this, to record me, providing the guided practice so that we can help others along the way. Okay, so today is Thursday. And on Thursdays, we like to do what we call thankfulness or gratitude Thursdays. So today's practice will focus on gratitude and the experience of gratitude. And so I just want to quickly define, what do I mean with gratitude? And so gratitude, one way to experience it or think about it is, first and foremost, it's an embodied experience. It's something that we feel in our body that accompanies an awareness. So we are aware that something is happening because we feel it in our body, because we've somehow benefited from something. And usually that something is we would call it an external source. So that could be another person, it could be the Pacific Ocean, it could be life, it could be God, it could be whatever it means to you. But the idea is that we're having an experience in our body. We are aware that we're having the experience, that we have somehow benefited from something through no doing of our own. This is something it's a gift. It's being given to us. And so we have a specific formula that I want to walk you through for how to practice gratitude. So today we're going to focus on a person, And I want you to, write down or in your mind as you go through this practice. This first step is I want you to identify a person to whom you feel grateful. So I feel grateful to fill in the blank, name of the person, for there's something that they did, right? There's something that they did that somehow benefited you or felt good. I want you to identify the feelings and the sensations in your body. So this is the embodied part. And then lastly, because it had a certain positive impact on me, there's certain needs that were met. So now, this is a mouthful. I just want you to close your eyes, and we're going to actually do the practice. And I want you to bring to mind an experience that you had where someone did something that benefited you. It could be a personal friend, it could be a family member, it could be a bus driver, it could be the clerk at the grocery store. It doesn't have to be a monumental big thing, but I want you to identify a specific person and in your mind, drop into the memory of what they did. So I feel grateful to this person for having done what they did, whatever the kindness or the behavior that they did that benefited you. I want you to bring that to mind and see if you can really amplify the experience. Like, go back in memory and remember, like, there you were on the receiving end of this person doing this, whatever it is that they did, and it's benefiting you. You weren't expecting this, but you're realizing this is a gift that they're giving you. And I want you to now, the third step is I want you to feel it. Like, where in your body do you feel this sense of gratitude or appreciation for what this person did for you? So really notice the feelings, the sensations. Maybe it's an expansiveness in your chest. Maybe it's a lightness in your head. Maybe it's an overall relaxation in your body. Really drop into this memory of noticing this person is doing something and it feels good for you. And you're the beneficiary of this. And it's very possible that this could not have happened. This needn't happen to you at this time, but it did. And you're benefiting from it. It's a gift. You're doing something for you that feels good. And if you can, the fourth step is to get clear in your own mind, to whatever extent you can, why this was important. So this person did this kind thing that helped you, and it feels good in your body, and you're noticing where you're feeling this. And the reason it feels good is because it's helping you somehow. It's having a positive impact on you. Certain needs are being met. Maybe it's to feel seen. Maybe it's to feel acknowledged, or to feel like you matter, like you're being respected by this person. The details, specifics don't matter as much as you having the experience right now. Because in order for you to have the experience, all of those parts of your brain and your nervous system that allow you to have, in this moment, the feeling, the experience of positivity and gratitude and appreciation, means that all of those parts of your brain and your nervous system are being activated. And the goal right now in this practice is just to linger there and savor this positivity. So I'm going to be quiet for about 60 seconds and just allow you to feel and just experience gratitude. If you notice your mind wandering to something else, it's okay. Just gently bring it back to this memory of experiencing gratitude. And feel it as fully as you can. Okay, we're going to give this another 15 seconds or so. Remember, you're seeing this person, you're remembering them doing something that feels good. Notice where you feel it. See if you can get curious about why it feels good. How is it helping you? And with your eyes closed, go take a deep breath in, filling up your lungs. And on the exhale, notice yourself sitting in the chair. Notice yourself in this moment on this call. You're hearing my voice. Notice yourself living in your body. Taking another deep breath in, filling up your lungs. And on the exhale, again, bringing your full attention to the fact that you are on this call, sitting in this chair, your feet on the ground. This is you in this moment right here, right now. And then allow your breath to return to its normal state. And see if in the background you can still feel the afterglow of this gratitude experience that we just had. Again, gratitude is not just a mental exercise. It's not just something that you think about, or it's not just a checkbox that you check off and say, okay, I did my gratitude practice. The whole point here is to activate the sensory and emotional parts of your nervous system so that you really have the full experience of gratitude. And the more you do this, the more you activate this, the more of a normal state, default state this becomes in your mind. And now take another deep breath in. And on this exhale, go ahead and open your eyes and come back into this group. And again, see if in the background you can maintain the awareness of, again, I call it an afterglow, right? There's this feeling of what it's like to have touched into this experience of gratitude, and just see if you can hold on to that in the back of your, experience while you go on about the rest of your day. And one thing I'd like to remind you of, every single one of the practices that we do in these sessions are free. They don't cost any money. They are they're not harmful if you do them a lot, right? So you could do this practice that we just did 20 times a day, and it will only benefit you. It will not hurt you. And yeah, if you want any support or have any questions, if you're struggling with this activity, I just want to make sure that you know that I'm available to have a conversation with you. You can either take a picture of this QR code and it'll take you to this link, or just remember this link, citclinics.com/Oli, and that will take you to a scheduling page where you can set up a free phone call with me for a few minutes, and we can touch base and we can talk and we can figure out if or how we can support you further with these practices. Otherwise, tomorrow we'll be back, same time, same place, for another 15 minutes of positivity. And now I'm going to switch over into Q&A mode. So if anyone has any questions, we're basically opening it up now to to answering any questions that you might have. So I'm going to switch gears here and stop presenting, and raise your hand or write anything in the chat if you have questions. Joyce.
Yes. So is there a theme every day, or is it for the entire week? It's gratitude, and the other week would be like kindness or whatever, forgiveness.
Yeah, great question. So the goal is to kind of cycle through, have it be fresh, a little bit different every day. So every day has a slightly different theme, but it will be things like on Thursdays, we're going to do something that's related to gratitude. On Mondays, we'll probably do something that's focusing on some form of mindfulness, or Tuesdays will be attention training. So the idea is we're going to cycle through these, and to some extent, we want to encourage repetition, right? So the goal is not necessarily every single time to have a brand new exercise. My goal is to help everyone get to the point where they start seeing this, for example, this gratitude exercise, and they've seen it for the 5th or 6th time, and they're like, yeah, I know what Oli's going to do. I know where he's going to take us. And that means that we're learning, we're internalizing it, and we have the ability to actually do it on our own. And that's really the goal. All of these are what I would consider foundational skills that, if no matter how depressed or not, or how anxious or not we are, the goal is to create a space where we get together on a daily basis, and we carve out some time to actually do the things that are going to help us feel better and feel well in the long run. So I hope that answers your question.
This is amazing. I would like, this is like almost like a self-care, 15 minutes of my day to be able to, take a pause and feel the gratitude that I have and be thankful. I mean, it's amazing. I really commend you from what you're doing. Love it.